Let everybody know your name and where you're from.
What's up? It's your girl Cherae Leri, and I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, but I'm definitely repping Atlanta today.
Alright, no doubt. Who or what inspired you to become an artist, and how did you get started?
I feel like my life experiences, everything I've been through and everybody that I've met and become encountered with has inspired me in some way, shape, or form, family, and the lifestyle that I was brought up in.
Okay, no doubt. How would you define your style of music? You know, what is it? R&B, contemporary, soul, neo, a little bit of all, or?
I prefer no genre really, because I feel as though as a true artist, you dabble in every single genre to make your music touch everybody, because everybody's different. But if I would have to put it into a category, I would definitely say R&B and pop. But I got a lot of soul in me for such a young lady.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I checked out your music. You know, you definitely can blow. You definitely can sing. You know.
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so how did you get into the modeling? I'm sure you was doing the music first. So how did that come about?
I was actually doing modeling first. I've been professionally modeling since I was 3 years old in the Midwest.
Okay.
I traveled with it. I was in magazines for catalogs for different your department stores and everything.
Okay.
I actually went about my music differently than most. I got my fan base based on my modeling in Houston, Texas, and with me gaining my fan base like that, I was able to have those open mic shows or have little concerts, and people actually show up because I went from this phenomenal model to, oh, she's a model and a singer, oh, she's a model, singer, and a host, what else does she do? So I was able to have an actual fan base and crowd to my shows when I started to actually do my music.
Okay, no doubt. So how do you go about like recording your music? Do you listen to the beat and then like write lyrics to it, or you jot a lot of lyrics down first and then find a rhythm or a beat that'll go to it, or?
I actually do it all really. I mean, if I'm not in the studio and I'm just inspired by either a story or something that I'm seeing going on around me, or that I just have an opinion on, I will start to write, or I would start to record on my phone as like I'm driving or in that zone with no beat. I'll just have a melody in my head. Now if I'm in the studio and my producers pull out a couple of tracks for me to listen to, then I have to get my inspiration that way, and it comes from the beat, and then I start getting my hooks together or my concepts together. Some producers say that I'm the type of writer that just tears out a page in her diary. And I somehow put it in lyrics, and people get what I'm saying subliminally.
Okay, no doubt. So what artists and producers have you worked with?
For artists that I've worked with, none, to be honest, that are just mainstream right now. Now I do come encounter with a lot of artists and celebrities, but I haven't just asked to work with them and vice versa, because I want to make my own platform. I want to build my own stage versus trying to get on somebody else's platform and claim my fame that way. They give me wonderful advice. I mean, I've encountered people from Snoop Dogg to Erykah Badu to Patti LaBelle to Leela James. I mean, the list goes down. Total, Pam from Total. So it's not necessarily saying that I've worked with them, but I definitely have gotten wonderful advice with them. I'm still in contact with them. And then producers that I've worked with some hot producers out of Houston as well as Atlanta. We have Mello in Atlanta. We have Nino Villanova with World Records. We have Ike Morris. So I mean, I've definitely dabbled my fair share of names, but I don't like to use names. I like to let my work show for itself.
Okay. What's your studio survival kit like when you're in the studio? Look, I interviewed somebody yesterday. They was like they gotta have a lot of candy, gummy bears and stuff.
Oh really?
Some people said a loud pack.
I do not do any of that.
Okay.
I don't even eat candy like that. I don't even have a sweet tooth like that. I like to eat. I'm a skinny fat person. So, when I go to the studio, I like to have, of course, my tea and my water and lemon. I'm probably boring with this. Incense or candles. I like the lights dim. I like to have my blanket because sometimes it does get cold in there.
Okay.
And food, any kind of food, I would eat it. Wings, pizza. I don't have no specific diet in there, although I do eat healthy, don't get me wrong. And wine. I'm a wine drinker.
Okay.
Red wine, white wine, Japanese wine. I love my wine because it gets me in a mellow, like I feel just mellow.
Okay, no doubt. What venue? Oh, matter of fact, first, what was like your favorite studio to go to? You have a favorite or?
Not really. I mean, because it's not even about necessarily the studio, because you could have the top-notch studio, but if you're not having the right people in there that you're vibing with, or the right producer, you know, that you're vibing with, it kind of ruins the whole atmosphere of the studio. Because I've been in wonderful studios, I've been in top-notch studios, but if I didn't feel no type of positive energy, the whole experience was, ruined for me. But I mean, I got a lot of favorite studios. Like I said, I don't really like to name drop.
Okay, but, you won't leave nobody out.
Yeah, I've been to a lot of nice studios out here in Atlanta, Houston, California, Dallas. I will drop one name in Dallas, Luminous Studios.
Okay.
I love that studio. That was a reason why I loved it. It wasn't even me in the booth yet. It wasn't even me in the recording room yet. Just the lobby. You wanna know why? They had Nintendo 64, and I was playing Galaga, Pac-Man, and James Bond. That's why I like that studio. But
okay, so you're a gamer, you know what I mean?
I'm just an old school gamer. I mean, the recent game that I've played is probably like Black Ops, but I don't really have time to play games like that. I don't even have a gaming system.
Okay.
But if I go to somebody's house that has one and we just all chilling, yeah, I'll play maybe. Guitar Hero or something like that, but them old school games, Nintendo 64, Sega Saturn, yes, you got a game. You got a game.
Yeah, I still got the original Nintendo at home,
I'm so jealous. I was in Houston and it was Hurricane Ike, and all of our old school stuff was ruined. Like the whole house was ruined basically. And it was over there by Minute Maid Park, and I know the Sega Saturn that we had, Nintendo 64, Dreamcast. All that was ruined. But I mean, I know places you can still get it, but it wasn't really mine, it's my brother's, so.
Okay.
No hard feelings here.
What venues or events have you performed as an artist or a model?
Oh, how much time we got?
Oh, God.
So, I'm gonna separate the two. So, what city?
Oh, wow. Let's do Atlanta,
Okay, so Atlanta, I mean, I've done shoots pretty much all over Atlanta out here. I'm very particular though who I shoot with, just because, once again, I have to make sure I'm iterating that, yes, I know I'm a, great model and whatnot, but I'm an artist first.
Okay.
And so when I get booked, it has to make sense. I know there's a lot of photographers that may say, oh, I want to shoot you, but for me, I don't shoot to just shoot anymore. It's gotta make sense. It's gotta make sense for my music career. It's gotta make sense for my modeling career, and it's gotta make sense for me in my career period. So I'm very picky when I accept photo shoots, fashion shows, anything dealing with fashion, just because I get categorized sometimes with being a model, and I've got to make sure I'm separating the two. But all over Atlanta, I pretty much have done shoots. I haven't done any fashion shows out here just by choice. I don't see how it's benefiting me musically. So that I don't, do it. As far as performance, I've performed at the department store. I recently just moved to Atlanta, so as of right now, I'm mostly just in the studio a lot. At the radio station. Shout out to the Dirty Boys, 107.9, and just getting my craft together because summertime is here.
Oh
it's
yeah.
Time to tour and it's time to travel.
So with you, traveling through a lot of cities or whatnot, what's your favorite city that you've been to and why?
Vegas.
Vegas.
Vegas. I've been going to Vegas ever since I can remember, which has been since I was 9 years old. So I've been to Vegas way more, over 20 times, and that's counting before I even turned 21.
Okay.
And that's how much I love Vegas. I have family out there. One of my cousins was a show performer out there for over 5 years, and he's now in China doing his music. But he kind of paved the way, for me out there to have that option to go to Vegas and be a Vegas, performer for the casinos and whatnot. And I had got that offer before I even turned 21. And they told me to come back when I'm 21 because, you know, if you're in the casinos, you definitely have to be 21, especially if people are trying to tip you, you know, in chips and whatnot, want to be able to you can cash it. So I love Vegas just because that's my life, you know, that's my career, the fast life, the people, how Vegas is just got so many cultures there, has so many tourists there, have so many different states all combined in this little bitty city. And the crazy thing is, the longest that I've stayed in Vegas at one period of time was a month.
Okay.
And I couldn't even do everything. I personally haven't even been to all the casinos on the strip.
Wow.
And I stayed there a month. And the sad part about that is I watched the sun come up every day. So when I got back to Houston after Vegas, I slept for a month because I literally caught the sun every night. Because in Vegas, that's how they trick you. You go in the casinos, you know, it's all dark. You know, you go in there at nighttime, right? First of all, Vegas don't even start popping until 1 o'clock, you know. So you go into the casinos, you're having fun, drinking. See, all the windows are blacked out. So you're thinking, oh, it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. By the time you step out of Vegas casino, it is 6, 7 o'clock in the morning and the sun is rising. And that's how I caught the sun every night in Vegas. But it's always a convention going on. I did some modeling out there for the model convention, and I was just happened to be at the right place at the right time, and a designer pulled me from New York. That was awesome. I mean, it's fun. I don't know anybody that doesn't like Vegas. And if you don't, it's probably because you're not in the industry.
Okay. What do you like to do in your spare time, like when you're not doing music or modeling?
What spare time?
What's spare time? Besides, you know, occasional video games here and there.
Yeah, that's not even spare time. I was at the studio. To be honest, I'm a workaholic. I'm a workaholic, and if I'm not sleeping, I'm probably on the phone taking care of business, at an interview, online doing my own PR. You know, I mean, I've got PR marketing, but I still am not the type of person to kind of kick my feet up and relax just because I've got those people. I still match their hustle. Okay. So I'm always on the grind, some way, shape, or form. Networking, going to events just to show my face. And you know, meet new people, really trying to catch a beach, sleep on the beach or whatever, horseback riding. I'm a country girl by heart. The city has just adopted me, so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know about the country.
Yeah, I'm a country girl, so I love the horses, the creeks, the water. You know, I love stuff like that. Spending time with my family, but you know, the good thing that I'm blessed to say is most of my team, you know, from my makeup artist to my PR to my fashion stylist to hair and everything is all my family. So I'm always surrounded by my family in, you know, one way, shape, or form. Okay. And that's the one thing that I'm, you know, blessed to be able to say, because not everybody has that support, you know, and not everybody has that family, you know, to be around you while you're making your dreams come true. And I'm just able to say that I spend time with my family when I'm working or when I'm not working. Okay,
no doubt. Let people know where they can go online, follow you at, and check out your music.
www.cheraeleri.com. CheraeLeri.com will take you to your Spotify, your iTunes, your Tidal, your Instagram, your Facebook, Twitter. All those accounts are linked on my website, as well as some QueenDom pictures.
Okay. You got any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to G.O.D. Everybody know what that's spelled? I need that to be at the bottom of this right here. G.
I got you. I got you.
You know, I just want to shout out to everybody that has just been in my corner, been part of the QueenDom. That's my movement, you know, Queen Marie. And I'm just thankful for everything that I've achieved, you know, as of right now, especially with, you know, my new single Mirage being out and only in the short amount of time that it has been released, and you know, the numbers that it's making right now, the doors and paths that it's opening right now. I'm just very grateful. But I want to shout out to my makeup artist, Whitney D, you know, a couple of people that I'm working with far in the industry, B, Starlight, and H, Investing Black. Definitely want to shout out to ATL for having me, and I definitely want to shout out to you. And you, and you over there watching.
I know they watching.
I know you watching.
Somebody's watching me.